Hi everyone, DJ here. Welcome to Best of the Worst Showcat Builds in LEGO Worlds Part 23. Overlap part of Best of the Worst Showcat Builds in LEGO Worlds. We have shown what the Ninjago City Q1, the Ninjago City Q2, the Ninjago City Q3, which is pretty much the third one, and over at the last one, it's pretty much the Ninjago City Q4, which is pretty much right here. If you guys haven't seen over these Showcat builds, maybe go check that part before this one. But today we have is some very interesting Showcat builds that pretty much most of them have been shown before, but this first one actually is pretty much like one of those ones I haven't shown in like not that much over like the years since Showcat builds been shown, and was also kind of interesting as well. This was also a season 1 Showcat build as well, so which is pretty much also interesting as well. So I can't wait to show these Showcat builds and pretty much in today's best of the worst Showcat builds in LEGO Worlds. So I'll wait no time as always. Let's get into this. And also before I do start, well, if you guys haven't checked out the poll, which is another One Piece poll for pretty much today, but go check that poll out for the other ones that pretty much are coming out, or pretty much the last one coming out around Friday. So today's poll we have is, what is your favorite Devil Fruit power in this? In One Piece in this list. So we have was Luffy, Robin, Kizaru, which I hope I'm saying his name right, known as the Admiral from Sabaody, and Law. And one of you guys pretty much picked Luffy, which, yeah, I can pretty much see Luffy being like everybody's favorite because most of all, like his gear powers, which is like pretty much very interesting. His Gum Gum powers, which is pretty much cool too. By the way, I always love Luffy's like Devil Fruit powers. Robin as well is pretty much like really cool as well because she could pretty much just like she has like that one power I can't think of somebody from like literally like I don't know if it's like from a hero or not, but like she literally has that power. Kizaru just has like this whole entire like god power. Like this man is literally made out of light, which is like kind of crazy. Probably like the most craziest Devil Fruits I've pretty much seen like ever, especially like from like a Devil Fruit power, which is like crazy. Then Law has like the was it the room Devil Fruit power, if I'm pretty much hopefully I'm right, where he can pretty much just like mostly like take somebody's like car or something like that, then pretty much just teleport, then pretty much just cut people's like body parts off even though they're not even dead. Like that's like one of the most crazy Devil Fruit powers as well. So I'll say Luffy being my favorite Devil, so which is great. So nice that for pretty much pick out the vote, by the way. So I'll probably see more of that very soon off around pretty much like later today or pretty much tomorrow. So let's go ahead and start showing the Showcat build because people wasted a lot of time talking about this. So the first Showcat build we are showing is one of these season 1 Showcat builds, but it hasn't really never been talked about like later at all, by the way. And that is the Ninjago City Showcat build. Now, everyone probably like, wait a minute, isn't this like a new Showcat build? No, this Showcat build isn't new at all. Actually, it's actually from 2021, which I forgot what part it was because I know it was from season 1 Showcat build, but I'm going to go ahead and check the playlist out because I haven't checked the season 1 Showcat builds since like 4 years, by the way. So it's pretty much gotta be like whatever part it was. But this one right here is a pretty much a interesting Showcat build. I do love how the sign looked when I first time showed it because I think this was just like a short video of showing this Showcat build. But still, like the Ninjago City one is like just pretty much just kind of like a billboard, which is like cool, but like it's not really that much to it, by the way. I tell you what, the design of it, what they did with like Ninjago of the logo of the show is pretty much good, especially like when they have like the city on here as well, so which is pretty much nice. And it would be cool if we did have like a whole entire like just like a whole entire big giant like Ninjago City, not like the Ninjago City Q1 Showcat build, but like mostly like a whole entire like Ninjago City, like showing like mostly like the events, showing like the season, showing like the gold ninja from Lloyd. That would be very cool to see. I would love to see like builds of that, by the way, but I'm not entirely sure that's pretty much ever gonna happen because like I said, this game has not been updated and like we probably didn't have an update for years, so who knows? So they probably maybe do one, but I'm not entirely sure. But Ninjago City, I'd say you're pretty much just the best Showcat build, even though you're just a billboard. So welcome back, pretty much showing pretty much again, probably for like the second time I believe in 2025. So which is great. So welcome back in 2025 Ninjago City. So welcome. All right. The next Showcat build, which is actually a very interesting one, because I pretty just showed this one before, pretty much like around season 2 or season 3, and also pretty much from like over like over like the rest of the Showcat Build series as well, or pretty much should say from like Selena City and pretty much like other stuff. And that is the pufferfish, which not just any pufferfish actually, because when I had to look actually, it's pretty much called the Ninjago PF blimp, which is pretty much the pufferfish blimp, which is interesting because I don't even know how this is a blimp, by the way. Now you're probably thinking like, oh, is it pretty much just like any regular blimp? No, it's not a blimp at all. It's actually a restaurant, which I'm not even joking. Like, there's supposed to be like a restaurant somewhere. Wait. No, I'm serious. There's literally like an actual restaurant here. There's no way this is just a regular blimp. Hold on, let me look from the side of his mouth. Yeah, there's literally a restaurant here. There's supposed to be like a door somewhere you can probably get inside to. For some reason, it don't. Oh no, it does have that. Okay, it's right here. Sorry, it's like right here. I was about to say, like, this ain't just no regular blimp. This is pretty much just like a door. There you go. Here's the inside of it. So this is pretty much like a restaurant inside of it, which I have shown this before, like a lot of times. You pretty much got like most of like the record. You got like the London Bridge. You got is one of the Dojo Painting 1. Then there's the, I guess that's the second one. Yeah, that's the second one with the ship painting and pretty the dinner star picture. And pretty you got like some drinks. You got some tables and chairs. Then if you go downstairs, actually, which I'm pretty much sure this is pretty much like the kitchen, what you got is mostly like some very tasty stuff. Well, some tasty stuff. You got pretty much like bananas. You got like some plants up there. You got pretty much like a sandwich, a hot dog. Some reason like the range cooker, the Dell cooker, which I actually never even seen this before. Actually, the Dell cooker. And there are two range cookers just being in here, which is very like nice. But also, I want to know why they aren't, by the way. Then you have it's with the kitchen sink, and what else? With the clock as well, not the wall clock. So this is like a very interesting Showcat build. I have never seen mostly a Showcat build, which is pretty much just like a blimp that mostly inside of a restaurant, which is like the most weirdest thing I ever even seen, by the way. I mean, it would be cool to pretty much like get inside of a blimp, but I'm not gonna lie. How do you put a restaurant inside of a blimp, which is just kind of like questionable, because it's like really is. I have never seen no one did that at all in real life. I mean, if someone really did that in real life, that's just there's just so much question I have to ask. Like how? How do you do that? Let me know, you blimps are just kind of like balloons, by the way. So they could just randomly pop, by the way. So you just literally just pop like a random blimp and just pop it like a balloon. But I have no idea. Like Lego Worlds can sometimes be like just a little bit questions, but also be like cool and weird at the same time. But still, this is like one of my favorite Showcat builds, like too. So I'm glad this Showcat build is pretty much back in 2025, because it has been a year later since I pretty much seen the Showcat build. So yeah. So Ninjago PF blimp, or should I say pufferfish blimp? You're pretty much the best one right here. So that's all I gotta say right there. So welcome back in 2025. Alright, the next one is one of the Showcat builds that I have shown pretty much like a little bit of time before, and also from Selena Beast World. And that is the Parrot Temple. Now, if I remember correctly, it's not really just in Selena Beast World. I think it might have been a special Showcat build, or from season 2 or 3. I think it's from like season 2 or 3. But this is one of the most like classic Showcat builds from over that year. I mean, this was like the one from what was that world called? Rowdy Rainforest, which is where it does look like it actually. And it does look pretty much cool. I do love showing the Showcat build, by the way. Then if you go up top, actually, there's supposed to be like a I don't know if it's a shape like a parrot. It is. Pretty much shaped like a parrot with pretty much like most like a parrot with a pirate hat, which is pretty much nice, not like the captain hat. Then down, literally like down here, there's supposed to be like a trap somewhere, like literally traps. I know there's like literally a fishing right here. I know there's a campfire, a bunch of fishes, but it should be somewhere like literally down here. I think it's like up here. Let me just go ahead and check to make sure. Whoa. Okay. Yep, it's down here. Oh, I almost stepped in that trap. Okay, so here it is. I'm about to put it in first person just to show y'all. Look at that. That is cool, but oh my god, this is like dangerous security right here. Like, I know it's like Jumanji or anything like that. Well, okay, but to be fair in Jumanji, it does have something like this, but like, this is just crazy. Or even Indiana Jones, actually, I could probably say that too, Indiana Jones. But this is pretty much cool. I would say like most of this is pretty much nice. The traps, but like the spikes, or should I say like most of like the spears, actually what they are. And really like got like the what is it? The jewel crates as well. Like that is cool. Like they did a fantastic job with this Shellcat build. It's like one of the most cool Shellcat builds I've pretty much shown. Then you got like, most like a fire up there too. Like that is crazy. So Parrot Temple, you're pretty much the best one as well. Even though you don't really get talked about at all, it's still good to see you pretty much after like I'm guessing a year later. So yeah, pretty much the best right here. So welcome back in 2025. Alright, and we have as the last Shellcat build for today, and it's one of the most classic Shellcat builds, and I think it's also from season 2 as well. And that is pretty much the Pirate Shipwreck Camp. Now, I have shown the Shellcat build pretty much a little bit of times, and this is pretty much kind of like the pirate hideout, which is pretty much nice. I do love how it has like the pirate flag right there, which is cool. You got like the pirate boat, or should I say rowing boat, with a bunch of like the crab stands. I meant to say the other ones were like the fish stand from the Parent Temple. Then you got like a cannon right here. We could just like shoot the cannon. I'm not really gonna shoot at it, but like look how cool it is. Then I believe there's like, I don't know, there's like 2 or 3 of them. Then up here you got like a whole tile like lookout, which is pretty much nice. Wait, also we can climb up here. Oh, I didn't even know you could climb up here. Okay. Yeah, look how it looks, which is nice. Then I think there's a bridge. Yeah, a bunch of like cannonballs right there. Another cannon, which is 2 of them. I think there is 3 of them, but I'm not really entirely sure. Then you have it's pretty much the cutlass, which is over there, which I don't think I never showed that before. Then you go up here, you can pretty much see like a random crab. Yeah, there is 3. There are literally like 3 cannons right here. Okay, that's pretty much nice actually. But yeah, that's mostly it for this whole entire Shellcat build. There's pretty much just like random cannonballs and barrels and all that stuff. But still, it's pretty much good to pretty much like show this Shellcat build again, because this Shellcat build is pretty much big, but it's also kind of very interesting as well. Also, why there's just like a random bed here, like literally like a random bed with like the ladder up top? Like, is this another lookout? Okay, it sort of is, but not really. But still, it's cool to see the pirate shipwreck camp. Remember after like, I'm guessing also a year or probably like maybe like 2 years later. So pirate shipwreck camp, welcome, or should I say you're pretty much the best one right here as well. So that is pretty much nice. So welcome back in 2025. Alright, well everyone, I'm gonna go ahead and end off right here. If y'all enjoy, you already know what to do. So I'll see y'all tomorrow afternoon in the next video. Bye.